I will tolerate your weakness no longer.
Alright, what's good, y'all? So today's video is just my thoughts, how I feel about phase 5 and 6 of Marvel. Comic-Con was, I think, a couple days ago, and long story short, I'm not very excited for it, and I'll explain why here. Tons of shows and movies were revealed, but the ones that were revealed just don't really intrigue me. I just don't really understand how this is gonna like make sense. I just feel like everything back in phase 1, 2, 3 Marvel just sort of like made sense, and it seemed like every movie that was being released, it just felt like it all was gonna make sense later on. Like right now, I'm staring at the phase releases, and I'm just not really sure how films like Guardians 3, Blade, Daredevil, Agatha, the Marvels, I just don't really understand how that leads into the Kang Dynasty or Secret War. I just don't really understand it. Like every film or show that was released seems more like, it seems random. It just seems very random. I don't know, man. It feels like now they're focused on just putting out content for newer characters. Now it's not all out yet because I haven't seen it, of course. It's not out yet. But at the same time, it's just I don't know how these series are gonna make sense. You know, like what does Agatha have to do with Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars? I don't understand why she even has a show. You know, and then She-Hulk and like I don't know, man. It's just Marvel seems like it's kind of a mess right now. It seems very messy. I don't really understand how they're gonna top phase 1 and 2 and 3 because all those films from the jump was setting up the Thanos saga, the Thanos quest, and it did. You know, like every film had something to do with the Thanos saga. Essentially, there were a few one-offs, but it all made sense though. But with the new phase 5 and 6, I just don't understand how a lot of these films here are gonna connect and like tie into everything. I just don't really get it. Echo and Blade and Ironheart, like how does that tie into anything, you know? I'm just very confused about that. And you have films like Captain America 4, it's just, I'm not really sure if he should even get a 4th movie. Some of y'all know how I feel about that. I don't think Sam Wilson should be Captain America. It doesn't make sense to me. It was always very goofy. He should always just be Falcon because he didn't need to upgrade, you know? Like Falcon was a great character already. He didn't need to be upgraded. As far as that goes, I'm not really excited for that. You got Black Panther 2, which seems very disrespectful to T'Challa. They killed him off. I mean, I understand the actor passed away. May he rest in peace. But he's been shown on the big screen no time, really. Like, he's had no screen time. I mean, what, he had 1 solo film and he was in 2 team-up films? Like, I don't understand that, bro. I mean, that character's arc was far from over. He had a lot more story to be, you know, dove into. They should just recast him, you know? I don't really understand why they're going with a new Black Panther. I just don't understand that, you know? And the Marvels, it's like, Captain Marvel is by far the most uninteresting character in the MCU, by far. Miss Marvel sucks too. Her show was actually atrocious. I couldn't watch it. I couldn't even get through it. I couldn't finish it. You know, I tried watching it like a few days ago. Dude, I fell asleep halfway through the episode. Like, that's how like boring that series was. It was such a boring series. Then Agatha and like Ironheart, it's just like, why is Agatha getting a series? I don't understand this. I don't get it. I don't understand what they're doing. Now, hopefully it does make sense and it all ties into these 2 Avengers films, but just off the like looks of things, it doesn't look like it's gonna tie into anything. All I'll say is this: I feel like they've lost what made them special, you know? Like all the past films, all the characters, the entire arc they built from the ground up in 08, I just feel like it was special. It was such a special time to be a Marvel fan, to go see those movies, and I just feel like they've overstayed their welcome, if that makes sense. A lot of fans like me are just kind of like satisfied now. There isn't much more to tell. I mean, I hope it'll be great, you know? I don't like coming on here saying bad things about these films because I'm a nerd at heart, you know? I love these films, but I just feel like new films just aren't gonna cut it. I just don't get it. Like Echo and Agatha and Ironheart, like I don't understand why these films are gonna be important. I don't get it. These aren't important characters, you know? Like, it's not like Iron Man or Captain America or Thor. It's like, I mean, the only heavy hitters in this new phase seems to be Daredevil and Blade and Captain America. I mean, everyone else seems very just unimportant. including Captain Marvel, because honestly, she's like not that important. She has one film and she's only in big team ups. She's never really a sole like focus of the franchise. So even with her film, it's like I'm not really just interested, you know? I'm just not. But I will say the biggest films I'm actually very excited to see is Guardians 3, because I've always been a Guardians lover. I love Guardians of the Galaxy, man. I feel like those films really like stand out compared to the rest of the films. And I'm excited for Fantastic Four. Like those two films I'm actually really excited for. But my last point is this. Where is the X-Men, bro? I didn't see any X-Men news. What's going on here? I mean, where are the X-Men at? I don't know, man. I'm just very worried. I'm just very worried about the future of the MCU, man. I just feel like they've kind of overstayed their welcome, man. I hate to say it a lot, but I just feel like it's the truth, man. I just feel like some things should just be put to rest. This saga should have ended with Endgame and maybe like have some few like one-off films, you know, but like I don't know. I just don't think a whole saga is gonna cut it again. I just don't know. You know, with 2 Avengers films coming out in the same year, that's gonna be very tricky, man. I'm not sure how they're gonna cut that. But you know, if this new phase turns out to be good, I will eat my own words. I will probably come on here and just say how wrong I was. I will gladly support these films and just love them, but I don't know, man. We live in an era now where creativity is lacking. Creativity is disappearing, you know, in modern films and just modern society. So I'm just afraid that Marvel has just lost their touch. Like Phase 4 just wasn't that great. A lot of fans think Phase 4 was the worst phase, including myself. So I don't know, man. This is why I say that they might have overstayed their welcome, you know. But like I said, I'll eat my words, man. I might be wrong, but I don't know, man. We'll see.
It seems I have underestimated you.